So I watch ball in that town. You know, we did yeah. They live in the town. And then, you know, so I see it every night. She was right away, so she had a lot of people's eyes. And, yeah. I can't remember again. I went downtown to the federal building. Yeah. That's like, okay, this is too far.
All right. Why is that still great?
I was talking to Sarah, I think on Friday. She told me she had a lady quit at one of her apartments.
Yeah,
That big,
her property manager
yeah.
that wasn't doing much, a lot of, yeah. It's property management.
Well, I'm in the GIAA, which is Greater Iowa Apartment Alliance, so I know all that stuff. What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the owning properties like buying a convertible or a pool? The greatest days of the day, you got it the day you got rid of it.
I had a bunch of rental properties, and I'm so glad to get rid of them.
Started just with two. When Jeff briefly left our department to go up to Mason City, he had to move fast. So we just bought his house and turned it into a rental. We're gonna keep it. Start picking up the ones and twos,
Yeah.
and then on.
Yeah.
I'm sure all the western suburbs have the same problem
yeah.
with property tax, but when the city's looking at my 900 square foot house with no garage, and they said, yeah, we got $30,000. I didn't even bring a hammer there last year. What did I do for $30,000?
Yeah.
But yes, you know exactly all too well what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Oh, why is instant replay still great? I like it. Look at the stream and for JP, and the replay buffer button is bright green. Okay, I thought I started the stream. Is it not showing? What's that? Oh, right. Okay, because it looks. Okay. Now I hit it and it does the exclamation mark again. It's got. Yeah, no, I saw it yesterday when it started working. Well, that's yesterday's instant replay. I don't want to. Replay buffer is not enabled. To me. got controls settings. I'll down 3.5. I've got the stop streaming, start recording, start virtual camera, studio mode settings. Or are you talking about the gear for settings? Okay. OBS, I do not see that. Okay. Well, curses. Can you see that I'm streaming though? I just wondered how you think the ice looks. Okay. Yep. Let's tap the iris a little bit, but everything else saved, and we're getting ready for the players to take the ice. Thanks.
All right, we should have sound now. And I am waiting to see if my microphone's good. And we should be rolling here, getting set up for the Sunday morning rematch with the JV versus the Fremont Warbirds. Yesterday with tied in goal, ended regulation time ended in a 4-4, and with a heroics of scoring in the last 15 seconds to tie it up. We've been down 4-2 at one point, and his team just would not give up, would not stop, clawed it back to 4-4, and we won the shootout. The varsity went on to handily beat the varsity Warbirds, Jackson Fleming in goal. So today, we should have Bowman in goal for the JV and Alfred in goal for the varsity. The teams went to a Division I college game last night that went very tight, so hopefully they're really worked up. And we will be ready to go here in 3:24. As usual, I am still fighting with this stream deck, and I may not get you instant replays for this one, but hopefully it'll fix itself by the time varsity's up. I don't want to keep restarting it like I did yesterday and lose the stream. Yesterday there was an ejection during one of the Warbirds games, so hopefully the hard feelings have been taken away by time, and we'll be playing some good hockey. Trying to figure out if this goalie that's in for Fremont, very similar setup. Nope, those are ball pads, and hopefully we'll have the same success we did against them yesterday. And I don't know how well I adjusted the ambient sound. I don't know if you can hear anything over hockey, but Tool 46 and 2 is playing in the background. Sarah sends me here with the highest of hopes, and I just can't make everything work the way I planned. But I'm doing my best. And she was up very late last night cutting video to show off the multiple exceptional goals, the flurry of both Barons scoring, and everybody else who got on board. All right, we're down to 30 seconds. And then we will go puck drop in 20 seconds. Hopefully everything's working well. It appears to be on my side. But we will see soon. Again, it's goalie dad, Mr. Boma, on camera work. And we are within 10 feet or less of a big black net that protects the fans, and then on top of the ice. So if the camera angle is unusual, it's because we are on top of the ice here. But judging by some of the video that Sarah cut, it looks amazing. As always. All right. Still waiting for puck cleanup as the players all chip in. And we will be underway momentarily. So I'm just going to keep stalling for time. 8:32 Sunday, November 23rd. This is the rematch of the JV game. It'll be Boma in goal rather than Sam's. All else should be the same, and to include hopefully the outcome. All right. So Boma's going to be defending the goal to your left as you look at it, and we will be scoring in the goal to your right as you look at it for this period. And we're getting set for puck drop. This is the Junta Nelson Logan line to start off. And the puck's on the ice. Back into our zone for Gabe Sin. He sends it across for Logan. It's in the neutral ice, gets pushed back in. The defensive partner is going to be Brett Augustine at 24. He pops it high. He scrambled back through the neutral zone. Fremont coming fast. Fremont player tries laying it back for someone who's not there. That shot is high and off the glass. Off. And I forgot to start the clock. Fremont working the blue line. They fire one long. Bowman reaches out and gloves it down. And Bell Biv DeVoe. Speaking of random, faceoff's going to be RN far wall. Goes Junta up the wall looking for Logan. Fremont picks it up and skates it with Nelson in pursuit. They try turning it, and Nelson's stick is held onto, but moved it around. Logan pops one in long back to behind their red line with Junta in pursuit. Fremont tries to bring it up the near wall. Then a referee sandwich is made. The referee goes to his bottom. Hope he's okay. Respect to them. Fremont moves it forward and up into our zone, where Jackson Carter is going to send it around to the far wall. This is the Westville Wenzel line, with Ben Augustine out there as the other wing. Behrens picks it up back in behind our goal. His defensive partner is going to be Hicklin. Fremont picks off a pass in ours and tries to turn it back around behind the goal with Hicklin on him, and Behrens pinning him down. And they try working it back in behind the goal from the other side, and Hicklin takes his puck away. Sends it forward for Westfold. Ben Augustine from wide fires one in the shin guard of a Fremont player, and it comes back out to neutral ice under our control. Vincent Glovick's come on as a defensive player. Westfold line is off. This is going to be the Garnass, Caden Opp, Ben Augustine staying out there. It's around into our corner for a hit. Caden Opp picks it up. He's going to skate, steps around a Fremont player, and another. He's across the blue line and through the neutral zone. He's wide for Brady Garnass, who shoots just wide of the goal. It's to the far wall. Sin. Garnass working it. K. Knott takes it away in the corner. He's trying to get somebody net front. Fremont fires at the ref again. Gabe Sin goes to set up. Opp picks it up. He skates it. Fremont player takes it off his stick and is moving up the ice. This is that threat they had. Scored a couple of their goals yesterday, and his puck gets taken away by some defensive play by Tyler Nelson. So Noah Eden is going to skate it forward. Ref's got his hand up, so we got a delayed penalty. We're going to do a quick line change. Brett Augustine, Nelson, and there's the whistle. We're 11:39. And that gentleman who is the threat is also in the penalty box. So we're going to be on the power play here at 11:39 in the first. Faceoff's going to be their end. Opp and Junta are out there for power play. Behrens, Logan, and Nelson are out there. So this power play unit that has been successful got us back into the game yesterday so we could move on to the wins. Nelson, cross for Opp to Logan. He's in the corner to Opp. Opp to Nelson, or to Logan. Logan up top for Behrens. Behrens with a shot. Couple of scramble at the front. Behrens' shot was knocked down by the goalie, but there was a scramble up front. And a Fremont player somehow slipped loose, and here comes Boma. And a breakaway all alone one-on-one versus Boma. And Fremont gets a shorty. But in that one-on-one, as a goalie parent, The net's big. It's designed for scoring goals. It's not designed. If they wanted no goals, they'd just make it smaller net. So 1-0. That penalty is still rolling. We've got about a minute, 10 seconds left. It's back in behind Boma's net. He's going to lay it set for Jensen Glovic. He's going to leave it for Ben Augustine. Out to Glovic. Glovic skates up the near wall. He gets slowed down by a Fremont player. There's a scramble for it, and it comes back to neutral ice. To Jackson Carter and with a Fremont player all over him. Westfold's out there. Westfold takes up the far wall for Wenzel. Fremont tries bringing it up the near wall. It's centered for Ben Augustine. He takes a shot, and it's knocked down by their goalie, and Fremont's able to clear. We're under 10 minutes. There's 15 seconds left in this power play. Wenzel. Jackson Carter near wall. He sends it back in and around the net. And it goes into neutral ice with Fremont in pursuit again. And he gets clear, but doesn't have a whole lot, and Boma gloves that one down. Thankfully, his defenders were able to steer the guy off course, otherwise it would have been another breakaway. So we're 9:33. We're at even strength after that penalty expired, in which they got a goal, the shorthanded goal. Face off our end. Gabe Sin fighting for it in the corner. Aiden up. Fremont takes it away. He's shooting, it's blocked away by Boma. Sin back in the far corner again. Op. Fremont tries taking it away. Op tries sending it up the boards. Fremont gets it free, and it's high on off the glass. Sin tries going forward for Noah Eden. He and the defender go down, and Op goes down. Under 9 minutes, it's off the ref's skate back into our offensive zone. Where Brett Augustine picks it up. And that was a rebound that Noah Eden picked up. So we are on the board, tied up at 1, with a goal by Noah Eden. That was a couple of shots, and he was there in the right spot for a rebound and put it in. 8:45 left in this first period. Glovic sends it up for Logan. Shot. Their goalie gloves it to the ice. Face off their end. They try sending it up the far boards. And it's being fought for, but they come away skating it. Finally, Hicklin takes away, and he doesn't know where to put it. So he puts it on the stick of Junta, who takes it off the glass, laying it nicely for Nelson, who fires. And their goalie blocks it away and loses track of it. But Fremont comes up with it. Junta centers, looking for Logan. It gets loose. Nelson picks off a pass, shoots, blocked away by their goalie. Fremont coming up the near wall and shaved off. The puck is loose in our end, but we have control of it. Sent forward for Nelson, and that's going to be icing. So the faceoff's going to come back to our end. And that's going to be Wenzel taking it. Barons picks it up. He sends it forward, puts it on the stick of Wenzel. He skates it forward, tries to hand it off to Westfold, who is taken to the ground hard, and he's still down, getting up slow. The refs aren't looking that way. Fremont's coming up the far wall fast, and Luke Barons pushes him off the puck and sends it back up to the blue line. Ben Augustine fighting for it versus a couple of bodies, and the throwing their body into the pile, not going after the puck, was an unusual move, but the ref agrees with that behavior, and that's a long icing. So the faceoff's going to come back to our end with 6:54 left, tied 1-1. Caden Opp is going to take this faceoff. It gets loose and it's back to Gabe Sin, to the far wall. He tries centering and Fremont gets a hold of it, and they're trying to center it now. Fortunately, Noah Eden skates away with it, and he's up against two. He skates into their zone, looking forward for Brett Augustine, who shoots the shot, and their goalie gloves it down at 6:27. Faceoff's going to be their end, close to us. Caden Opp is going to take this. Puck's on the ice. Opp. Back to Sin, who shoots just wide. Red Augustine on the far wall. Noah Eden trying to take it in the corner. He gets put down. Fremont trying to take it up the board, and they get it turned around, and they've got a 2-on-1 if they can make it happen. But Boma stops it. Their threat player for Fremont's just about to slip loose, and Boma was able to seal that deal. A lot of stick work here in their zone. Noah Eden trying to get it free. Jensen Glovic. This is Caden Opp with a shot gloved by their goalie. Faceoff's going to be their end, far side. It's AJ Junta. Glovic trying to work it forward. Long chip shot back in. Boma sets it on the stick of Nelson, who sends it forward for Junta. And it goes into their end. Racing back for it is Logan. Met on the far side by several Capitals who try to keep it in. That's a long slider. Almost got through the forest for the tree of people's legs. Back in behind the net. Junta. Far wall. Dueling with several Fremont players. And they're able to clear it. Tied 1-1, 4:39 left. Faceoff's going to be their end. It's going to be Luke Wenzel taking this faceoff. Worked around back behind. It's up on the near boards, up past Ben Augustine and Jackson Carter. Fremont player tries to step around Carter, and Carter pinches into the outside and back in behind the net. Errant pass picked up by Wenzel and sent around. Luke Barron sends it back to Wenzel. Puck is loose. looking for a flyer to pick that up. It gets just out ahead of the stick of ours and turned around by Fremont. That's Logan Westfold. He sends it across the ice for Ben Augustine, and their goalie gloves one. So faceoff's going to be their end, close to us. So on the ice, hard around the boards. And Fremont sends it into neutral ice, looking for one of theirs. It is taken off his stick by Jackson Carter, but Fremont retains control. Turned around by Wenzel. Wenzel centers for Ben Augustine, who tries to slip a couple of defenders. He leaves it back, can't connect with anybody, and what Fremont turns it around. Fremont player skates into our zone that looks for a shot. They get a wide lane, but it shoots it wide. Some Wenzel with the puck. Skates it back behind our goal. Looks across for Carter. Sends it forward for Ben Augustine. And it's turned around. Jensen Glovic, or Gabe Sin, excuse me. I keep getting those numbers wrong. Fremont trying to get free. And they've got Carter sends it forward neutral ice. Fremont plays it back at their blue line. They try bringing it forward. And a couple of players hit the ice, but the puck comes away on the stick of Kane Knopp. And he goes into the boards hard underneath the Fremont player, but they're saying that just hearing some arena noise from the Fremont bench, it sounds like. This is going to be Kane Knopp covered in snow, and he's coming off. He was going to take that face off. He took his glove off and came off the ice. So I'm hoping that's not a problem. He's talking to the coaches. Noah Eden takes that face off. Fremont gets one way out, shoots it, but it comes off the body of Junta. Fremont trying to set something up in front of the goal. Several people hit the ice again. Loose puck. Noah Eden sends it around. Trying to work it up the far wall is Brett Augustine. Fremont stick dueling for it, and it gets out into neutral ice. We're under 2 minutes here in this first period. Eden takes the puck away. Junta tries to steer it clear. 3 Fremont and 2 Capitals have breaking for it against the wall here. Up against the wall. And the ref finally has had enough of the farming. We're going to do a line change. So the faceoff is going to go neutral ice, shaded toward us. And that is Junta on the faceoff. And it goes to Nelson. And Nelson across to Glovic. He moves it forward with Logan. And it slides within range of their goalie, who gloves it down. Their end, far boards. It races up and around the board. Glovic, Junta keeps it in, sends it back in and around. Nelson and Logan fighting for it in the near board. Hicklin has one way out. He taps it forward for Nelson. Nelson tries centering for Logan, who takes a shot, and their goalie gloves that.
We're under a minute here in this first period.
Face off their end, but it comes out to neutral ice. We turn it back around. Logan sends it, skates it in. Shoot, gloved. Their goalie drops it and then puts his glove over top of it. 41 seconds left here in the first. So we're going to reset this face-off in their end. This is going to be Wenzel takes this face-off. It's out to Ben Augustine. Glovic up the wall. Back in around their net. With Westmold in pursuit. Wenzel takes it away. He gets pushed off the puck. Fremont skates it out into neutral ice. We've got Jensen Glovic taking it back in behind our net. He's looking for an outlet. It has Ben Augustine. He crosses ice to Logan Westfold, who takes a long shot, and their goalie gloves it down. With 7 seconds left. This first period. Faceoff's going to be their end, this side. Their goalie's blocker and stick side. And again, the Dead Kennedys music choice is just odd. Fremont skating it casually back behind their end. That's the end of the first. And because this is JV, we will have a quick turnaround and reset. It's all over the place. I mean, little Deep Purple, some Dead Kennedys. It's the rap that was going earlier when we first walked in, and there are 3 F-bombs in the first minute.
Yeah, 6 to 8 legs. All when he's facing it. But they can see the goal there.
All right, we're back live. This is going to be the puck drop for the second period. Kenley Mulder's going to be defending to your right, and we're going to be scoring to your left. Jackson Carter forward for Logan, and it goes deep into their zone on the end line. It gets turned around. Barons picks it up. Sends it back in and around their goal with Nelson in pursuit. Fremont skating it forward, brings it into our zone. Carter's defending. And they're able to turn it around. He taps it forward for Logan, who plays it between the legs but is bodied off the puck. Fremont coming forward. This is their speedster. And he's taking to take it back in behind the net. He's got Nelson on him. Or I'm sorry, Carter on him. And it's tapped back out to neutral ice. Fremont resetting. They're going to bring in into neutral ice and forward. Barron's shoulders a player off the puck and sends it forward for Ben Augustine, who can't keep a hold of it. And there he fire it high up and off the glass where Carter takes over in our zone. Sends it forward for Westfold. And it gets turned around back in behind where Barron's is going to pick it up again. Barron sends it forward up the wall for Ben Augustine. This is picked up by Wenzel. Wenzel tries skating in neutral ice, runs into some traffic. Gets it forward for Westfold. Carter's going to send it up. Ben Augustine sends it deep in and around, and their goalie sprawls out to cover it because he saw a hard charging offense as that puck slowly wrapped around. 13:15 left in the second period, tied 1-1. This is the rematch of the JV game, so this is Sunday morning. We're going to have a face-off in their end. This is going to be taken by Wenzel. Sends it out to the blue line. Gabe Sin fires one hard in and off the blocker. It's back to the blue line for Sin. He trying to keep it up the wall. Goes up for Wenzel. But Fremont picks it up and skates it, and they bring it hard up the near wall. Was turned around by Brett Augustine. Ben Augustine is fighting for it further along the wall. Fremont gets free. Sends it long, but it is picked up by Gabe Sin and skated in around our goal. A tap forward out in neutral ice. Whereas anybody's puck looks like Fremont's going to try and send it forward. Fremont skating on the far side, back in, shoots it back in and around the net. It's up the near wall for Ben Augustine, who tries sending it up and around. Gets turned around by Fremont. Gabe Sin, far corner. A couple of players go down, and there's some rumblings. Fremont runs into Brett Augustine. It goes forward for Wenzel and turned around by Fremont. Gabe Sin. Back for Brett Augustine. We're slow coming out of our zone, but we see Ben Augustine open. He tries to skate into two Fremont players, but he retains the puck. We're going to do a quick line change and keep that puck in their zone. Caden Opp skating out by the blue line. He takes a long shot. It misses high. That's Brody Garnas in. He's fighting for it. Jason Glovic on the near board. Caden Opp taps it forward for Noah Eden, who fires it across ice, but it comes off some bodies. Garnas gets pushed off the puck and recovers. Extra effort there to keep a hold of that puck. And it's out to the blue line for Hicklin, who gets taken down hard. Noah Eden takes on the wall. 11 minutes. And we're going to have a stoppage. All right, so they picked up a penalty. So we're going to be on the power play here at 11:02 for 2 minutes. Face-off's going to be their end, and this is going to be Nelson. Nelson out to Augustine. Back to Logan. Logan looks inside for Junta. Junta out the blue line. Takes a long shot, and their goalie gloves it. And DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Nelson's going to take this face off in their end, shoot into our side. To Junta. Brett Augustine. Junta out at the blue line. Augie. Opp. He looks across for Junta looks near side for Logan, shoots in their goalie covers. Minute 26 left in this power play, 10:28 left in this period. Faceoff's going to come back to their end near side. Nelson faceoff off, tries to skate it out, loses an edge, still fighting for it. Far corner, out to the blue line for Junta. Back to Op. Tries to cross to Logan or Brett Augustine, center back in behind the net for Nelson, who's going to look out. Junta takes a shot and it's off a couple of players' sticks and up into the netting. Under a minute left in this power play. So this face-off is going to be still their end, but on the far side. That's Wenzel on that face-off, and it goes into the wall for Westfold and Wenzel fighting for it. It comes free to Westfold, who sends it up the board, and it gets loose and goes back in behind our goal where Carter's going to pick it up. He sends it across for Westfold. Wenzel, excuse me. Get my W's mixed up. Wenzel coming forward through neutral ice. Skates it up the near wall and gets tripped. And the ref saw that one. So there's going to be a second Warbird in the box for about 10 seconds, 11 seconds, and then we're going to stay on the power play. So we're going to be 5-on-3 for about 11 seconds, and then we're going to stay on that power play. Puck hits the ice. Logan fighting at the blue line to Nelson. Nelson out to Barons at the blue line. Far side for Junta. We are now just up 1 instead of up 2. Ben Augustine tries to center. Can't get through Fremont. Cross ice for Logan. Logan taps it in. Trying to see Nelson for the tip. They can't connect. It comes back all around out to the blue line for Barons. And Fremont's able to send it way down ice. And when I say Barons, this is Luke Barons, the mountain. He sends it forward for Ben Augustine. Fremont picks it up in their zone. And then Logan takes it away from him, and the race is on who's going to get it. Puck is free. Junta taps it forward for Logan. It's into the corner. Fremont collects. Excuse the coughing. 53 seconds left. And then we're back to the door, so we're on more of a classical hits today. And Logan is going to go for us. So we're going to be even strength for 53 seconds, and then we're going to be penalty kill for about a minute after that. Scrambling in our end. Glovic sends it to Hicklin. Hicklin tries sending it up for Garness. Goes between his legs, and Fremont collects it in their end. They try and center it. About 30 seconds left in the even strength fours. Gretzky rule, if you know the reference. Fremont trying to bring it with speed. The reason why there's a Gretzky rule. Glovic trying to stick it away. Working, keeping Fremont from getting any open passing lanes. Puck is against the boards and they take it away. He tries turning away, and Noah Eden is there to stop him. That was a clean, someone let a defender. That was a shot off the bar. Another long shot by Fremont, padded away by Boma. And we are now on the penalty kill for 50 seconds. Just under 6 minutes left. Fremont out in neutral ice. Noah Eden fighting for it. Nelson takes that away and flips it back towards their goalie, who's going to play it for one of their defenders. They're going to try and skate forward. Nelson comes in for the puck, and both players end up on the ice. Junta challenging on the near boards. Fremont player tries to squirt loose. Another shot, and that's off the back of Junta. And we are going to be back at even strength here momentarily, but Fremont's down in our end and taking lots and lots of shots. Fremont has the puck. They're going to look for another shot. Logan. Lovick fighting for it. And AJ Junta takes the puck out of that pile and sends it across for Nelson. Nelson tries skating in, tries finding Logan centered. The puck comes free. Logan out to the blue line for Gabe Sin. He fires it in for Nelson, who can't get a shot off. AJ Junta back in behind the net, tries sending it around, but it's picked up by Fremont, who's going to skate up the far boards. And we got a stoppage. Wenzel's going to take this face off in neutral ice, and it goes deep into our corner for Gabe Sin. It's up the board for Westfold, and Fremont takes it off his stick. We're trying to get it loose, and it is almost off a skate of our own player, and the rebound goes in. So at 4:57, the loose puck goes in and puts Fremont up 2-1. Center ice to Wenzel. Face off, and it goes deep into the Fremont zone. Fremont turns it around and tries bringing it up the far wall, and Carter's taking the board hard, but he's able to get it cleared. Carter sends it for Ben Augustine, but he didn't see it coming and gets loose into Fremont's end. It gets out to neutral ice, tapped forward by Fremont. And one of their players is able to take it off. Boma's able to block that one away. A Fremont player picked up a loose puck and had a shot. This is Carter coming forward for Ben Augustine. Ben Augustine on the near wall tries to leave it back for Carter. It is loose, and their goalie sticks it away into the corner with Ben Augustine in pursuit, and it's up the far wall. Stick collision, puck gets into our end, and they're working it up the far wall. Boma has to stick one away. That was a hard into the boards for Glovic. Shot Westfold. Sticked away by their goalie. Hayden Opp picks it up and skates it in. He's got nowhere to go with it. That's turned around by Glovic. Back from Opp in the corner. Op tries shaking his defender and just can't get away, but he's got the puck in his end. Sends it for Garnass. Shot, Lovick, knocked down, but comes back loose to us. Couldn't collect that rebound. We're under 3 minutes here in the second period. Fremont's up 2-1. Op back behind their goal, working the puck, and he's got 2 Fremont players on him. They take it and send it up near wall. Glovic sends it back up the wall for Eden. Op picks it up, sends it out for Garnass. Garnass trying to get it to Op. There's some stick work. Comes free. Hicklin takes the shots off of Fremont body. Fremont starting to skate into Hicklin and Brett Augustine. They shoot it deep, and it's dangerously taken out of the crease by Brett Augustine. And it's battling up the far boards. Fremont has it up the lane, but it is taken off by Noah Eden. Hicklin battling for it, trying to get it clear. Still trying to get it clear. He puts it on the stick of Hayden Opp, who's going to skate in and look for his spot. He slips one player. Shot gets loose, but no one's there to put it home. We're a minute 48, and there's a pile of players actually on the ice for the puck. Fremont comes away with it. He's going to try and turn the corner. That's a shot. Boma blocks. Good save. Nelson around to Logan. Centers it for Opp, who's going to try and turn the corner and look for that tap in the brakes move that he does so well. There's a shot. Puck comes loose. That shot was a Brett Augustine. Puck went down in front of the goalie, and we're at 1:19 left here in the second. Still down 2-1. Their goalie's still on a knee. Face off their end. This is going to be AJ Junta. Goes against the back wall where Logan pins. Junta gets pinned. Logan fighting for it. Comes away with it, but Fremont's on him. Fremont's forced it up the near wall. They get it free to the far side. Puck is loose, high, to the far boards for Gabe Sin, where he's trying to settle it down and get it going the direction he plans for it to go. Brett Augustine scrambling for it. Fremont skates it in the corner, sends it up the near wall to the blue line. They try and send it back in and around. Gabe Sin is in pursuit. It's up against the wall, but Fremont is able to backhand it loose, and it goes to Brett Augustine. He's going to skate it. Sends it in and around and goes to the boards hard. AJ Junta has it behind the net. Sends it for Logan, who can't settle it down to get a shot off. It was a real good look. Same again. So that was a good couple of series with Junta back in behind. Trying to get it out for Logan. So we're going to take the break for the between second and third period, where we'll do an ice cut. Players will leave the ice, and we'll go to the team page for a little bit, so you won't have to listen to me. Yeah. right, we are coming back for the third period. Players are on the ice. Some Beastie Boys for you at home. All right, for the start of this third period, Boma is going to be defending the goal to your left, and we will be scoring goals. The goal to your right. This is going to be Junta, and there's the puck drop. Brett Augustine tries to work around the boards, and Fremont turns around. This is going to be Gabe Sin tries taking it back the other way. Nelson pushes it forward. Junta in pursuit through the neutral ice. And it's turned around. So Fremont's trying to work it around the side. They go to the middle and a couple players go down. But we take possession of it. Brett Augustine tries to cross the ice and it gets loose. Gabe Sin side tries sending it out. Back to Sin, who misses a pass, and Fremont's coming hard for Chase to try and pin him in the corner. And Fremont comes away with a puck. Augustine and Wenzel are there to fight him. Hop forward, neutral ice. A couple of players go down hard. Look like Gabe Sin and a Fremont player. And it's up the far wall for Ben Augustine. He's got Westfold shoot off the goalie. And Fremont's turning around back in center ice. Behrens pushes the player off the ice, pushes, take control of it. And it is a scrum right here against the near wall. Fremont gets away with it, takes back into their defensive zone. A far wall for Wenzel. And another player going down hard. Behrens back and forth. Wenzel, Ben Augustine, the Westfold, excuse me. Got my Westfolds and my Wenzels mixed up. Big hit by Luke Wenzel in the corner to take the puck away. And it's out to neutral ice where this is going to be Garness. He's going to be skating in with some speed. Shoots it wide with Cade not waiting on the other side. He's looking to center. He's got Noah Eden loose if he can get to him. Carter up the wall. Back to Opp, and it gets free, and Fremont fires it around the boards where Hicklin's going to try and keep it in. And he does keep it in. He sends it back in and around. Opp in pursuit. Garness comes away with it, and Fremont gets a step on him. Sends up the far board where Hicklin slows it down, turns around, sends it center for Garness, who shoots when their goalie stops it. So 12-12, that was a shot by Garness. We are still down 2-1, but we've gotten shots in, which is healthy. Eden is going to take this face-off. His wings are Caden Opp and Garness. Puck is free back in behind the net. And Fremont's trying to force up the far wall. They've got a little speed, but they don't have the puck, and Hicklin is in pursuit. Capitals player loses an edge. Noah Eden skating hard. He gets it sticked away, leaves it back. And ref calls a Fremont player So we'll get some power play time. 11:45. This faceoff is going to be Nelson in their end. Press force forward. The Junta takes a long shot. It goes wide. Opp loses a stick and picks it back up. Big collision with Junta, but he keeps the puck in their zone in the corner for Opp. Trying to find Nelson to the center. Nelson goes to the far side. Augustine up at the top to Logan, shot wide. Junta near side in the corner for Opp. Opp looking for his lane. He's for Junta. Junta takes another shot and it gets through, but wide. Nelson out to Augustine, trying to control at the blue line. He crosses for Logan, shoots a glove down by their goalie, but that was a good offensive series. That's what we're supposed to do on the power play, is take lots of shots. And Logan ends up on the ice, and a little snowy, not sure what exactly happened there. And we're playing some really old Black Flag punk music for some reason. TV party tonight. Puck comes free and it's back in, played by left by Boma for Junta. He gets it to Opp, who's going to come out with speed, and he's going to just come up the far wall, just lashing that speed. He's trying to keep control. Fremont's able to tap his stick away, and they get it back in behind our net again. 30 seconds left. On this power play. Opp gets shouldered and goes down hard, and Fremont takes the puck away. 20 seconds left in this power play. Logan back in our end to Nelson. Nelson moving forward, takes it into their zone. Skates behind the net. Out the blue line for Carter. Carter back to Nelson. Nelson centers for Carter, but Carter doesn't have a lane. To Logan, we're at even strength again. 9:35 to play. Logan tries centering it for Westfold, for Wenzel. And the fight is on with Wenzel and Westfold. It comes out to Luke Behrens, our blue line. He sends it across for Carter. Carter skates, sends it wide for Ben Augustine on the far side. He is pushed off the puck, but it's pinned against the wall. And we're having some problem with the moorings on the net that Fremont's in. That was the same story yesterday a couple of times. 9:03 left. Face off their end. It's up the near boards where Fremont's going to try and get it past Westfold. Wenzel. I get those two backwards. It goes long and deep in the corner, and it's icing. A Fremont player goes to the ice for no reason I can understand. Not sure what just happened there, but that's... So this faceoff's going to be Wenzel in their end. Puts it in back behind their net, comes around to the other side. Where Glovic, Hicklin in pursuit, and the Fremont player riding him hard. Back wall, back in behind the net. Wenzel tries to get it loose. Hicklin is working up for Westfold. Ben Augustine getting right up the middle. Gets it sticked away, but retains the shot. Their goalie bobbles it, but keeps it out of his net, and Fremont takes it forward. Hicklin tries some stick work and Deeks a Fremont player. It's forward for Westfold, but Fremont picks it up back in behind their net with Caden Opp in pursuit. Up the near wall, where Fremont's coming, trying to turn the corner on Noah Eden. Shot wide, Boma patted it away. And that was a nice lead pass for Noah Eden, but he's skating into the teeth of the Fremont defense. Leaves it for Opp, who runs into some trouble and goes down. Fremont's coming back the other way. Two good pad saves by Boma to keep it out of our net as they crossed right through the crease. Puck and stick. And it's back into their end. It gets sent back for Gabe Sid. Junta sends it neutral ice. Fremont sends it long, and Boma plays it for Brett Augustine. He's going to skate it into neutral ice, look for something to set up. He's going to take it to the far wall where he gets ridden down by some Fremont. We fired in back in behind the net with Junta going. Another Fremont player hits the ice. Some stick work there by Nelson. He gets a little, how do you do? Fremont fires around the far wall, and it's deep into our zone with Brett Augustine in pursuit. He sends it over to Gabe Sid, who sends it long, and that's going to be icing. We're at 6:15 to go here in this third period, down 2-1 to Fremont here in Fremont. Hopefully this JV team can do what they did for Tide yesterday, start racking up some goals and get us back into this game. The puck was dropped and then whistle blown. So we'll do that again. He sends Junta off. Nelson comes in for this face-off. And it's blown again. Before it even got started. Third time's the charm. Carter takes it back in. Sends it up to the blue line for Logan, forward to Nelson, who sends it back in behind their net with Junta in pursuit. Nelson comes in and goes down. Carter keeps it. Taps it up. Back to Carter. Luke Behrens. Behrens sends it. Their goalie comes out of the crease to play it. And the ref's going to call probably a hold on Nelson. Yeah, Nelson's in the box at 5:39, so we're going to be on the penalty kill for 2 minutes with time running out. Face off, Wenzel. Fremont keeping it at the perimeter. Wenzel battling for it. Tries taking a long shot and whiffs. Gets it in closer. Blockered high by Boma. Let's face off at 5:20, 1:43 left in the power play. This is going to be Junta on the face off, but Fremont gets it way perimeter. Long shot sticked away. Fremont skating freely around the zone. They go to take a shot, and he's able to turn the corner on Logan and gets one from right up the slot. With 5:09. Power play goal. 3-1 Fremont here. Face off center ice. It's going to be Wenzel. Or the Westfold sends it forward. Ben Augustine, it goes around. Glovic. Ben Augustine. Fremont's able to tap it forward. Comes back from Westfold. Hicklin. Wenzel. Hicklin over to Glovic. Glovic skating it forward. He's looking right at the lane. Parviser.
Yep. Oh, is this?
That's the real one. This is Sarah's that we're
Okay,
trying to get
gotcha.
into replay and stuff.
Gotcha.
Just so she can cut highlights.
Gotcha. Never mind. I'm not. So I was supposed to be on the other one.
Oh,
My phone died. No, it's like.
oh shoot. No, he's got the Capitals camera and all the gear. Sarah just likes all the toys with the instant replays and
Gotcha.
player screens and stuff. We're just trying to.
You guys swapped it.
We're trying. And there's a goal. Sorry. Just trying to figure out. At 4:25, we're putting this back into a game. 3-2. Sorry, I was talking with a gentleman about running the scoreboard. So, 4:25 in the third. Who scored that? That gentleman was going to do this for them and came to the wrong scoreboard. Who? Do you know who got that one? 22. So that was a Gabe single. 26. So the Ben Augustine Westfold Wenzel line scores. 4 minutes left. We're within a goal. Couple of plays close that Loma's watching. Wenzel sends it forward. Sends a wide shot. Their goalie sticks it away. Sorry, trying to do the clock at the same time. And the ref blows the whistle. Sorry, there's some confusion about the two different streams. So this face-off is going to be neutral ice, shaded to them, hits the ice. This is Fremont coming hard. They try and send it deep with Luke Barron's in pursuit. He picks it up, back skates it in back behind our goal. 3.5 minutes left. Down 3-2 here in Fremont. That's to Carter. Carter sends it long for Logan. Picks it back up. He gets it to the near side for Nelson, who gets ambushed by a couple of Fremont players, and the puck gets free. Junta, Carter. Logan sends it back in. Junta shoots point blank. Their goalie makes 2 good saves and then has to freeze it. And that was a glove to the face of Logan, but I'm not sure what happened prior to that. We're under 3 minutes. And it looks like a Fremont player is going to the box. So under 3 minutes, 2:57 left in this game. And we're going to be on the power play because I only see a Fremont player. I didn't see if they took both. Going to trade around a couple people for the power play. So we'll have 2 minutes of power play and then 1 minute of heads up hockey left. Nelson's going to take this face off in their end. It's into the corner. Fremont player trying to dig it out. But Pop digs it out. Sends it up for Junta to blue line. Across for Logan. Shot wide. Wraps around Op. Sends it back to the blue line for Junta. Junta sends it in for Logan. Back around to Op, who's looking for an angle shot, sends it up and into the net. 2:30 left here in the third period, down 3-2, but on the power play for another minute and a half. This faceoff's going to be their end. It's going to be Caden Opp taking this faceoff. Puck hits the ice. It's against the wall. Logan Junta in the corner with Nelson. To Opp. Up top to Logan. Around to Junta. Backside. Wow. Saw the backside wide open. Split it for Opp, and that ties it up. Yet again, the Capitals are able to dig out of a hole in the JV. So at 2:13, on some beautiful passing around like it was a drill, it is tied at 3. Caden Opp from Junta, cross ice, backside. Goalie never had a chance, had to cover the entire goal after that. We're at 2:07 left, tied 3-3 here in the third. Faceoff's going to be center ice with 2 minutes, 7 seconds left. Tie game here in the third period. Opp back to Luke Behrens. Behrens sends it, but Fremont's able to force it back in. We're under 2 minutes to play. And Fremont's trying to get it, work around the backboards as they've been successful with all game. Just working it for that open lane. Fremont's able to scramble and take it back in. Opp picks it up, and he's got one to skate with Noah Eden working in front of him. But he gets pinned to the boards and loses the puck. Eden on the back wall behind the goal. It got close. Carter taps it for Westfold. Wenzel, sorry. I keep getting those backwards. Wenzel in the corner. Opp coming in to assist. Fremont's able to skate it out up the near wall. They go neutral ice. This is Brett Augustine on the near wall. He gets his puck taken away. Fremont tries skating around Carter, and he gets wrapped up by Wenzel and Carter, and his puck taken away. And here comes Opp back the other direction. We're under a minute. Opp sends it in for Brett Augustine. Fremont's got it in their end. Junta picks it up. Sends it long and into the Fremont end where Logan's trying to work it. Fremont able to get it clear for Brett Augustine. He's going to bring it back for Jensen Glovick. Forward for Nelson, 20 seconds left. Hit the long for Logan. Shot goes wide. Junta to the blue line for Nelson, but he can't get, goes back into neutral ice. Brett Augustine, we're under 10 seconds. Shot goes wide. And their goalie got out of the net, but we weren't able to capitalize, and that is regulation time. So, very similar to yesterday, I had several games now. The JV game ends in a tie, and we will have Boma, who has been on his head so far this game, to finish this out. This is why goalie parents don't live very long. Because 45 minutes of hockey, and now it's down to 3 shooters. Hats off again to the Capitals for digging themselves out of a hole and proof that penalties make the difference, because that was a power play goal to get us tied back, similar as it was yesterday. Our compliments as always to the referees for the hard work they do. Equally disliked by both the fans from the sound of it this time, so no one can say any favorites, but I wouldn't do their job. So Caden Opp is going to be our first shooter. The Fremont goalie relaxing against the top bar.
Let's go, Seb.
All right. Opp picks up the puck. It's coming in on the right side, goes center. And it's stopped. So, just couldn't turn the corner on the Fremont goalie, and the Fremont shooter will come out. Boma in net. Fremont shooter advances. He's coming straight up the middle. He shoots and scores. So Fremont gets their first one. We missed our first one, so we'll get the first 3. So this is going to be Logan, Ryan Logan for the Capitals. He skates in. Fremont goalie's way out. And he stops that one too. So Fremont scored in their first shot of the shootout. We've missed our first 2. Here comes Fremont's next shooter. He comes in for Boma. And he stopped. He tried taking Boma wide to the glove side. Boma spread out, kicked it away. So no pressure here on Tyler Nelson. Nelson, our third shooter, comes in. A little speed, he goes wide. And Fremont goalie saves it. And we lose the shootout. But we clawed back, took him to shootout.
Kind of think that.